Greetings, Chatham Park Elementary School Bulldog families. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your patience, flexibility, and willingness to grow with us. I'm Dr. Whitehead, proud principal of Chatham Park. These times for certain have not been easy for anyone. There's not a giant red button from Staples that we could push to make everything go back to normal. Look, from March 13th through early summer, families found novel ways to restructure, value, and spend time together. It may have been some time on trails, at the beach, lakes, neighborhood bike rides, anywhere to get together, backyards, just to have a sense of normalcy. Not to mention, there's also been a large amount of new puppies I've seen around the neighborhoods that have joined many of the Chatham Park families. Trust me when I say there was not an area, there's not a space where you could go where people didn't begin to speculate about school, what school is going to look like, the fears and concerns about the school year. Also, let's not forget the socio-political climate we are muddling through as a country, attempting to find our better selves. We collectively have much work to do. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once stated, "The function of education is to teach one to think intensively and think critically. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education." He also goes on to say, "We may have all come on different ships, but we're in the same boat now." I encourage us to continue to row the same boat together regardless of differences or points of view. We are the models of learning, acceptance, and tolerance for our children. What we model is a significant part of their education. Again, how will we be remembered in these times, and who are we and what will we become? We have been challenged to lean into adversity, the uncertainty, the discomfort. There is no growth without discomfort. We are in a time where the greatness lay on the other side, as long as we do not grow weary. This too shall pass. Action kills anxiety. It is important to focus on what we, as a community, individually can control. Again, where are you and your families in your sleep, your nutrition, your movement, exercise, mindset, and relationships? These are the 5 things that are within our control. Our mindset is so critical, individually and collectively. Some or even many of us have yet to accept this episode in our lives, or that this should even be happening. Yes, it is happening. The only control we have is within our response. This is where we are. Where are we in space and time? We have traveled through the first weeks of school. We have incredible teachers and staff flexing every which way to make it the best learning experience possible, to make this work. The entire experience, the entirety of it, is an education for all of us. And yes, it is impacting each of us differently. Where are we? We are in a space where children look into the camera and the screen each day to connect and learn, regardless of the discomfort and uncertainty. They too must be commended for staying the course. It is not easy for them, as they too are experiencing a sense of loss and autonomy. But if you watch, you will get to see enthusiasm, curiosity, and the willingness to participate as best as they can. What do we have? We have community support. We have outreach. We have volunteerism from children and caring adults of the Chatham Park community. We have families rearranging schedules, lives, and networks to demonstrate the value of learning. We have community support standing in the face of the naysayers who substitute opinion instead of facts, evidence, or even bothering to seek understanding. We have families reaching out to share feedback in a constructive manner to help us continue to improve. They realize that relationships matter. We have children and families who have opened their eyes to truly knowing thy neighbor, strengthening community bonds. We are fortunate to have space for play, for movement, even with the parameters for physical and social distancing. We have resources for education and learning about what we are facing. Who are we? We are Chatham Park. We believe in being brave, not perfect, because mistakes are part of the learning process. They are to be expected and accepted. Adults are no different. We believe in the power of yet, because we know experience and time matter. There are no magic tricks or pixie dust that's going to make it all go away. The obstacle is the way. Together, we are bulldog strong. Apart, playing the blame game, we are weak. We expose our belief in a growth mindset. You believe in a growth mindset. It's only the beginning. The 5 stages of growth are learn, experiment, perform, struggle, and thrive. We're still learning. We're still experimenting. And yes, we will struggle. But only through that struggle is when we will thrive. But let's continue to learn and grow and experiment together without judgment. Grace is to be extended. The district has heard our community. We have heard our community. We're continuing to adjust to the concerns about screen time, technology concerns, and the socio-emotional needs of our students and families. The days feel longer for both teachers and students alike. Boundaries need to be set to allow time to shut off and step away. We are following advisement and taking precaution, learning about the next steps, what those next steps may be for remote or towards in-person or wherever the hybrid model it presents. We're still preparing. The school board will be focusing on that discussion on Monday, September 21st. I encourage you to tune in. We will only communicate accurate information following decisions made or approved by the school board based on the recommendations by medical professionals. I, along with our school counselor, Ms. Malum, our nurse, Ms. Summers, engaged in a tabletop exercise with Dr. Brennan of CHOP and others critical school district personnel to run through scenarios to prepare us for next steps. Health and safety plans are constantly under review and updated. The buildings are also being adapted to meet the needs for whatever the future may hold, wherever those next steps may be. In closing, we're making plans to continue to celebrate students, teachers, staff, the school community. Our school spirit, our enthusiasm will not be dampened. It has not been. We're not pretending that everything is going to be all right. We're not pretending it's all just sunshine and jelly beans. But that's our mindset. And that's the attitude we're going to take as we continue to move forward. We will look forward to ways to show our school spirit no matter what form of schooling we're in. We will respond with enthusiasm while adjusting to recognizing realities of the road before us. We will continue to celebrate our staff, students, and teachers, and our community at large. We thank you for your trust, grace, and cooperation as we grow, learn, and express our love for one another and for our community each day. We love you, Chatham Park. I love you. We are Bulldog Strong. Thanks again for taking your time this evening to visit virtually with the classroom teachers. Remember, reach out to your teachers, reach out to the appropriate school staff to connect, to communicate concerns and ways or feedback, positive compliments, whatever it may be, because we're in this together. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you, Chatham Park. Have a good night.